morning. It is Friday, September the 6th, and here are your AEW headlines. Saw the big angle on Dynamite. Hangman burned down Swerve's house. So according to Fightful Select, they had some details on this, that this had been planned for months, that they had kept quiet about it backstage at AEW. And this was the same house that Swerve had in the video earlier about buying his childhood home. And it convinced some of the people backstage that didn't know about it. They were actually coming up during the day and congratulating Swerve and, for buying his childhood home. And he just went along with it. Said there was like a professional, firefighting crew, whatever they had to do, permits, all that stuff was taken care of. But that was something big. I really enjoyed that. Fightful Select is also reporting that Wednesday night in Milwaukee Dynamite, Powerhouse Hobbs was backstage. Now, if you remember, he'd gotten injured in a match with Moxley, and he tore a patellar tendon, I think is what they call it, in the knee. He immediately did surgery and started rehabbing it. And they said that this would probably be like 6 to 8 months. And they were expecting maybe that he could be back by the end of October, which would be right around the time of Full Gear. But he was backstage, so maybe they're getting plans, and he might even be back center. So we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, Tony Khan is getting sued. That's right. So Vince McMahon ain't the only billionaire, wrestling company owner that was getting sued, but Tony Khan is too. Kevin Kelly, as you might remember, he was an announcer at New Japan, then came over for Collision, and he's suing Tony Khan for breach of contract. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in there between him and Ian Riccoboni and all that. I don't know nothing about this legal stuff, so all I can say is keep your eyes and see what happens on that. And also the Tate brothers, or Tate twins, that were known as the Boys, Dalton Castle's little, peacock guys, they gotten released, and there were some comments made that they hadn't showed up for some events, and they're saying that was false. So they're suing also. So it's one of those situations where you got two different lawsuits, and we just have to see. My guess is, I'm not a legal expert, I don't know, but these will probably be settled out of court. There'll be some money exchanged, some non-disclosure agreements signed, and then that'll be probably the last we hear of it. But who knows? So anyway, All Out is Saturday night. Not going to do a prediction video, but I'm just going to say that a lot of these matches are up in the air. Again, like All In was. I will say Jeff Jarrett said on his podcast, he was talking about Daniel Garcia is due a win, and I agree with that. I mean, it would be odd for MJF to lose 2 pay-per-views back-to-back, but he's established enough he could do it, and that would really put Daniel Garcia over because he's got the potential, and I've always said, and a lot of others, that he is one of those future ones of AEW, so I'd like to see him win. I figure Willow will probably beat Statlander because she's already got a date in Arena Mexico coming up to defend the CMLL title, so and she's always talked about loving the travel of Mexico and Japan and all that. So she'll probably win, and then they can go on. A lot of the other ones, it just depends. Hangman, Swerve. Hangman needs the win, but I have no idea what to expect from that match. Now they've made it a lights out, unsanctioned steel cage match. And after that Texas death match they had, I don't know how they can do any more damage, but I guess they'll find a way. So until next time, don't make mistakes. Trust Ed Stakes.